There is major improvements in the new upgraded version of Moodle, and the next is the best practices that other institutions are using. What are the best features that are constantly being used by other institutions? So these are the two. First, I'll go through the major improvements in Moodle 3.2. So the new upgraded version is Moodle 3.2.1. And the current version of Moodle INB is 2.9. So we are planning to upgrade to 3.2.1. So there are many improvements that have we have come across in the latest upgraded version. So I'm going to explain the major improvements, and also there are some minor improvements like the bug fixes which were reported by other customers. So Moodle has fixed those minor improvements. So I have prepared documents on major improvements as well as on minor improvements. So today I am going to go through the major improvements, and I will share with you the documents on minor improvements which are not too many, but you can go for your reference. So it is good to refer for faculties. So let me just go through the major improvements. So the first one is improve messaging and notifications. Here is, can you go to that student faculty login? So if you see here, there is in the top right corner there is a messaging icon and a notification icon. So now students have access. It is like you might have seen on Facebook. So it is like quick access to your messages. Students can send messages to each other. Also, faculty they can send messages to faculties. But before this was available in navigation block. So and it was a two-step process. Now it is just one-step process. Click on the messaging icon and you get access to the latest messages. Also, you can access your notifications within LMS. So this just point was discussed earlier. Whenever a course is uploaded in Moodle, whenever a document is uploaded in Moodle, will the notifications go via email? Yes, it will go via email as soon as content is uploaded. Also, it will send a notification in LMS itself. So it can be accessed through this bell icon. So whenever there is a new notification, new announcement being made, so it can be accessed via bell icon. And it can be configured to send via email as well as to mobile notification. So now the mobile app which is available has more functionalities. Before it was only for viewing the content. So now you can, through mobile apps, you can upload videos, documents, and you can view PDF documents right into the mobile app. Also, you can send messages to your colleagues or to teachers via mobile app. Improve content navigation. Just go to Moodle. Scroll down. Scroll down to course navigation. Can you open it? Plus, click on faculty. That's not only faculty only. Scroll down. Go to topic 1. Go to topic 1. Click on topic 1. General. Yeah. So I was talking about content navigation. Before the navigation block was just displaying the topic name. Topic 1. If you had renamed the topic, it would display only the topic name. So now we have inside the topic all the activities that are being populated. Like for example, assignment, quizzes, every link to the activity is available via navigation block. Also, it is available on the course main page. So you can quickly just go through this navigation block. It's a quick review of all your activities, and you can click the link and directly go to this course instead of having to scroll down the full course main page if you have many documents. So it's hard to find for students where the content is populated. So this course notification as one important feature is if there are 200 documents and you have a populated content. So students might not know where the content is uploaded. So it is best to send a notification. The notification will include the name of the course, also the link for the activity. the assignment or that particular document. Once they click on, they are be asked to log in, and it will directly open into the browser that particular assignment or that particular document.
Next is go to the document.
Course end date. So this is one more important additional setting that has come in course settings. That before only course used to have course start date. We could only mention the course start date, and we did not have end date. So now you can just have the end date. So after this, if end date is enabled, and then students will not be able to access the course after the end date is lowered. You can set the date and time for the end date. And editing option. Now before so before in the top right corner there used to be a turn editing on icon. So which was only for editing options for populating content or creating assignments. Now this turn editing option icon has been turned into a drop down menu, a menu which contains all the edit settings. Can you click on it?
Click on this edit icon.
So this option also contains turn editing on link. Also, it contains all the settings which are required for a teacher to edit all the settings. For example, backup, restore, or all the features that are available in the course administration before now are available in this drop-down menu. So forums. Now discussion forums can be seen to remain at the top. So if any forum which is the most popular forum which has got more comments and replies from their colleagues, so it can teacher has the ability to pin that at the top so that it is more visible to all the students. And also forums can be locked to prevent any further replies. So teacher has the ability to lock the forum to prevent any further replies from students. So assignment grading, assignment grading feature before assignment could directly, there were two types of assignments. One is file submission and other one is online test. So file submission, there were some restrictions, means you could only annotate PDF documents or DOC Word documents. So now there are additional formats that have been included like RTF. So you can, most of the document format types can be opened directly into the assignment grading option and can be annotated. And this, once annotated, can be saved and shown to the student. And feedback and grading can be directly done on the same screen where the annotation is made. So you don't have to browse through the different screens to grade and give feedback. So there were multiple screens for these features. So now it all can be done in one screen. So assignment overrides. Scroll down. Yeah. So we can change the assignment due date. Suppose if student has started submitting their assignment, so you can't make editing to the assignment. That was actually in the current Moodle version, but in 3.2 version, you can even if students have started submitting, after students have submitted their assignments, then they can also edit the due date and cutoff date even after the submission is going on. So quiz improvements is one more important, most important feature is students can change their answers. So immediately after answering questions, they click on save button and they go to the next quiz. So there is in the current Moodle version, it is not possible to rechange the answer. So now this was considered as a bug and it has been fixed. So even if student is attempted 20 questions and on the 5th question he has saved that question and as a multiple choice and he has gone to the next question, he can always go back and change his answers. And once he submits the quiz completely, then after that he cannot change the answers. Only till the time he submits the quiz, he can change the answers. So bulk download of files in a zip folder. So multiple files can be uploaded in a zip folder. This is like a Microsoft Windows folder where we can put all the documents and upload as a folder in a Moodle. So Moodle has a similar feature.
Can you just go to Moodle? Go to demo. Go to folder. First folder, this folder.
So this is one folder for linear regression. The icon looks like the Microsoft Windows folder, wherein we can upload this document, as many documents as we want. And there is one new button that has been introduced for download folder. So we can choose to click on each file and download them, or we can choose to download all the files at once. So download folder will download all the folder in a zip format to your computer. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, we can see. Yeah, the default topic number is 10. So we can create this setting at the site level, but it will impact all the courses. Also, you can have the change at the course level. If you are creating a course, it is considered as one section, and the next section will have another week. So the continuation day of that, from that 8 to 7 days. And college topic is like you can expand and college the topics. If you don't want students to scroll till the end of the page, you don't have to actually include topics format. Topics format is like the default format where you can rename the format only, but you cannot expand and college it. Email notification.
Such that when I upload something, I want to email it.
So you have to first turn editing on, then you get the option called edit movement. So you select notifications from here. So now this notification has to be configured to send via mail. So configure notifications and click the first option, notify by email.
So basically you have three options where you can notify students by email, RSS feed or SMS. So since email is already configured, so we can just select this notify by email option and scroll down. And these are the events which can be notified. So basically you can notify students when the calendar event is created, deleted, course module is updated, deleted. So you have an option to choose which one you want. So by default, all the options are checked. So you can check and uncheck which are not required. Then you can scroll down and click on Save Page.
For changing topic,
Yeah.
to create a new topic,
Yeah.
or upload content into one topic.
Yeah.
So do it the chapter or?
Let me just before this.
It is a course module created. If you want to create any module, whether it is activity or resource, whether it is a document or whether it is an assignment, it should be course module created. Then as soon as you upload a document or create an assignment,
Number 4.
Yeah, the fourth one.
Yes.
So apart from that, if they have a question or they can answer the real time. Yeah, we can be through messages. We can actually send messages. Can be sent to each person, the teacher, or to the group. Thank you.
We'll continue in that.
Document, go to document.
You have to start.
Show the date the file was uploaded. Can you go to? So this is basically features where students will be informed about on which date and at what time the file was uploaded. Or if you are uploading a PDF document of case study. So you want students to know on which date and time it was uploaded into the course. You can just enable that setting and it will be shown. I'll show you in the Moodle.
demo Moodle practices. Scroll down. This one here. File 1. So here it shows that course module was updated. Even if you modify the file, it will still be shown on which date and time it was modified. So the next feature. So next feature is easier section editing. So before that, the topics format I was talking about. So even in section editing now more features are included in the menu. Go to the course. So click on edit. This one, edit. So if you see here, there are many options included here. Edit settings, move right. So this all has become easier, and also we can edit the. Yeah, here this is the icon. If you click on it, you can rename the file instead of having again change the file name. You can directly change the file name here by clicking on the pencil icon. Save it. So you can also change any assignment, rename the assignment right into the course page. So download selected assignments. So this feature, when suppose there are 100 students in a class and you want to download all student assignments, they are submitted files in the form of assignments. You want to download all of them at once, you can download them in a zip format, the way we downloaded folder. So for assignment submissions also, you can download all the assignment submissions into a zip folder and review it later on your computer. So easily restore deleted content is like there is one new feature called recycle bin, wherein if you accidentally delete your course content or assignment, it will be stored into the recycle bin. But it just works like how Windows recycle bin works. So it is not deleted completely or permanently. It will be stored there. Then you can clear the recycle bin if you don't want that item. So I've covered major improvements in Moodle 3.2. These are most of the major features in 3.2 for faculty. So there are minor improvements also, which I have captured in a detailed document. So which I will be sharing with you later. So now let me go through the best practices which are used by some of the popular institutions. The features or the activities which are commonly used. So as I have seen, I've gone through Moodle IB Net. So when we are using assignment as a activity, so this is a common activity for institutions. And assignments can be of two types, like file submission, and it can be of online text. So student can submit a file, or student can type their assignment directly into the text editor and submit it. So teacher has the privilege to annotate the assignment if it is submitted to file, and teacher can also grade the assignment, and they can give feedback to each individual student. So assignments can be of two types. So most commonly they are individual assignments where each student submits his own work. Each student is expected to submit his own assignment. And group assignment is like students are divided into groups, and each member from the group submits the assignment on behalf of other students. So these are two types of assignments. So in individual assignments, by default, each teacher will give grade to each student and feedback. And group assignment, since only one member from the group is submitting the assignment, teachers can either choose to give common grade to all the group members, or teacher can give grade to each member in the group separate grade and feedback also. So these are the important settings: file submission, align text, start date, due date, and cutoff date, and maximum upload file size. We can decide how much file size students can upload. For example, you don't want students to upload a large file. It is a video assignment. So there are many institutions which use video submission, wherein student has to record their own video and submit it as an assignment. if you want to restrict the file size to say 50 MB, you can configure these settings in the assignment settings section. And also, if it is a file submission, if you have multiple, if you want students to submit multiple files, you can restrict these settings to how many files each student can submit. So let us not go through this. So this is self-explanatory. So, yeah, go to assignments last. So teachers can download all submissions at once, as I explained you earlier. They can annotate student submitted files, also give grade and feedback, and once the annotation of files is done, they can re-upload their annotated files into the student's assignment portal, where each student will get its re-annotated file with the feedback. So we'll go to the quiz. So quiz mostly consists of questions and question bank. All the questions are stored into the question bank, and these questions can be reused later in any quiz. If you want to use them in the same quiz course, in any different quiz, you can use these questions. It will be stored permanently in that course. Also, you can take a backup of this question bank and use it in another course, or you can use it for next batch. So, and quizzes are automatically graded. There are some common question types like multiple choice, where you can have only one multiple answer as the correct answer, or you can have two choices as the correct answer. Or there are true false matching pairs, short answer, and essay, and numerical which includes numbers. So essay type are mostly common types wherein you have to type 100, 200 words long answers. So essay types are not automatically graded by computer LMS because there is no system to detect the text. So it is in the form of text. Short answer, of course, they can be, if it is a small one word like what is the capital of India, you can just put the answer, and if student answers that correctly, then they get marked. They get marked by the correct. If it is correct, then they will be marked correct by the LMS. So it is automatically graded. True and false, multiple choice, matching, short answer are automatically graded by the system. You don't have to manually put the weights for students. But if you include essay type questions in your quiz, then you have to manually grade them. So usually quiz where you can embed audio, video into the quiz as a question, and you can have multiple choices where you can just ask the students to go through the video and answer the questions. So question also allow HTML and images. If you have an image of bar graph or pie chart, then you can upload this image, and you can have students see the bar graph and pie chart. So quizzes questions and answers can be randomly shuffled to reduce cheating during exams. So a student may get question number 1 different, and he may get another student may get that same question in a different order, and also the answer and choices will be shuffled. So these are the important settings. I will also share this document with you. So I've covered the question bank. Let's go to forum. So forum is a place where online discussions happen, and it is mostly used if classroom discussions cannot take place because of time restriction. So sometimes classroom discussion don't happen. So forum is a great activity to have discussions online. Students can use this forum activity to exchange their. It's a knowledge sharing activity where you can where students can collaborate with each other, and teacher can post a common question where students can reply. Each student can reply to that question, or students can discuss the ideas about course activities in the forum. So forums can be divided into groups wherein students can be divided into groups, and each group will be given a forum activity to discuss. So this is all about forum. It is the most commonly used feature in most of the institutions. Feedback, I think, is used by IMB. There are 3 types of feedback IMB is using: course feedback, faculty feedback, and program feedback. Okay, so we can create multiple choice like rating 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you rate the campus? How do you rate the faculty? So we can use rating questions. We can use essay type question if you want to write students a comment, explain about why do you like the campus. So you can use essay type feature. Then short answer, you can students can select a short answer, write short answer, and it can be used as a feedback. So feedback, if you want to see which student has given what feedback, you can enable that setting. Also, you can keep feedback report as anonymous. If you don't want to know which student has given what feedback, just you keep it as an anonymous, and it will be shown. The names of the students will not be shown to you. So this feedback reports can be produced in the form of bar graph, or it can be downloaded into Excel and text format.
Feedback being used in EEP code.
Yes, sir.
I think you have a Moodle for EEP separate.
Same model.
Same.
Yeah, same model.
Feedback system is being used by EEP people.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Not regular group.
No.
So notifications, as we have already explained about the course notifications, notifications are automatically sent on adding content into the course. If you create any activity or content, it will be automatically sent within 30 minutes with the link to the activity. And students are notified within LMS and also via email. Announcements is one great feature. Can you go to Moodle? So if you don't want students, if you want to make any course announcements which should be sent via email, so you can use this announcements features. You have a course, if you want to send a welcome course message, so you can send it via announcements. Click on the announcement. So it will be available in each course by default at the top of the course. So we can create these announcements and we can send the message. It's like just sending an email to all the students. Here you don't have to type in student email addresses. It will be taken from the Moodle database, and you can just type the message and subject and send mail now, and it will be going to students. It's like a message or announcement, course announcements regarding upcoming dates, assignments can be used. So this is also a commonly used feature.
It can be scheduled up.
Yeah?
It can be scheduled up.
Yeah, it can be scheduled depending on when you want to send the notifications. If you want to send it after 5 hours, you can also just configure it to send it after 5 hours.
This announcement is processed.
Yeah, to each course will have one announcement. By default, it will be created for you, so you have to just type in the message and subject. So it will be sent by the students.
The announcement section is available at the top. In each course, you have to just click on it and use it.
Yeah, distribution of documents. So the most LMS use this feature, distribution of documents. So for uploading case studies, lecture, PPT notes, if you have the PowerPoint presentation of your lectures, you can upload into documents. And if you upload PDF files, they will directly open into browsers. Students don't need to download them and in their computer, but other formats like PPT, Word documents needs to be downloaded. Once they click on it, it will be downloaded on their computer. So folder also is a type of doc content where we can upload multiple files, and we can also upload zip files in any format. The files in any format can be uploaded into Moodle. So it is irrespective of which format it is. Additional resources. So additional resources like URL, if you want to share some additional information related to your content, then you can use the URL feature. If you want the student to redirect to a new website, you have found you want students to go to some course website, you can just put the URL and it will open in a new window for students. So label and page can be used for YouTube videos which are relevant to your course. You can just embed the YouTube videos. So can you go to the course? I'll show you. You don't have to upload videos into the course. You can just have them in the YouTube, and the videos will play in the Moodle. Just like as you can see here, this video is uploaded into YouTube, but it is streaming in Moodle. It is not uploaded in Moodle. So this will prevent the bandwidth for Moodle LMS. You are not uploading to Moodle. Actually, you are providing a link to it, and it is playing into the Moodle. So this is also can be used if you have a third-party cloud server, or if you find any important information you want to share with students, you can directly let them play instead of having them send to the YouTube channel. So attendance is used to track class attendance. Teachers can take class attendance by using this attendance module. So like for the podiums, the teacher can just log into LMS and select which participants are absent. So by default, all the participants will be marked present. So if there are 4 students absent, you can just select next to that person, there will be an option to select absent or present. Then that student will be marked absent for that day. So you can schedule attendance for a period for 1 hour duration. If you have a subject for 1 hour, then you can select as absent present for that. So each teacher will have their own attendance schedule. So just like as I was telling you, so this is how it will be that select status for all users. So if you select status for all users, all will be marked present. So this is for just to make the job easy. So that if there are 4 students absent, just you can select which students are those manually, and then you can save the attendance. Also, there is option students can record their own attendance. You can enable the setting for students to record their own attendance. You don't want that manual work of taking the attendance, so students can give their own attendance using this model. And it can be scheduled to run for days. Like if you have already prepared a timetable, you can just configure the attendance to run for those many weeks for that particular lecture. So you don't have to give attendance for a particular lecture. You can just go and take the attendance. So activity completion. Activity completion is like if you have assignment activity or quiz or any other activity, you want students to complete this activity. Suppose if there is a quiz and you want students to get 60% in order to complete this quiz. If they don't complete this quiz, then you will get a notification that student has not completed the quiz. Maybe he has not scored or he has not passed. This can be also used whether student has passed. You can set the passing grade for the quiz. Like for example, 40 out of 100 is the passing grade. You can set this grade and it will be shown to teachers in the report where which student has passed and which student has failed and how much they have scored. So this activity completion is helpful it depends on the learning pathway. Suppose if there are 2 assignments, assignment 1 and assignment 2, and you want students to complete assignment 1 before they submit assignment 2. So they should get certain grade in assignment 1. Then only they will be allowed to submit assignment 2. Till that time, the assignment 2 will not be visible for them. So this activity completion is helpful for them, for the teachers to track students' completion activity. And course completion can be configured if you want students to complete certain activities. Like there are 3 quizzes, and you want students to complete all the 3 quizzes and to pass in all the quizzes. Then only you can say that the course is complete, and you don't want to do it manually. You want to do it through LMS. You can just set the passing grade for each activity, and you can set the course completion criteria. So once students is passed in all the quizzes, then only the course is marked as completed. Otherwise, the course will not be complete. And this course completion can be used to access to other courses. Like for example, if data analytics course, if student get completed data analytics course, then only they can access big data analytics course. So this course completion is helpful in that way. They cannot access other course unless they have finished the first course.
It's like checking the conditional access.
Yeah. And certificate is like you can award a certificate to a student or a badge to students on completing certain activity or getting some good marks into activity. You can give them badges like gold badge, silver badge. If they score 90%, you can give them gold badge. If they score between 80 to 60%, silver badge. So, like that, certificate can be also awarded on completing certain activity. Like if the student has got 95% in certain assignment or quiz, then you can award him a certificate for getting marks. Or for completing a course, the certificate can be produced for the student. And this is done by LMS. If we enable the certificate feature, then it will be actually given to students. We have to just enable how many marks these students should score, and then it will be taken care of. So calendar is a good feature used by most institutions. So calendar can be used like Google Calendar can be imported into the Moodle calendar. For example, if you have a Google Calendar, you don't want to create a calendar in Moodle separately. You can directly import or sync this calendar into the Moodle. So all the dates will be imported into the Moodle calendar, and all the calendar dates will be notified to students via email. Also, if teacher wants to create a separate calendar event, they can create a personal their own course event, and they can send it to students. Any other features there? Yeah, so this is about the best practices. I will be sharing with you 3 documents: major improvements, minor improvements for 3.2, and 4 best practices. There is still Okay, so the Verisite is a new plugin. It is similar to Turnitin plugin, but before Turnitin was completely separately as an assignment. Now Verisite is a setting, a setting into the assignment, which is that right now into Moodle there is one default feature called assignment module. If we install this Verisite, if we enable this Verisite, it will act as a setting for that assignment. Whereas Turnitin is a separate assignment. Both does the same job of plagiarism, and we can get the similarity. Can we go to that course one? I'll show you how it generates reports.
That's it.
So here, when we see the assignment grades for each student, similarity link will be generated. So here it is 41%. That means this similarity is taken from the internet. If student has copied from Wikipedia or some internet resource, so there is a plagiarism checker which will check the content against the internet. Okay, how much content is copied and what to what percentage. So it will display the percentage of content that is copied from the internet. So if you click on the similarity, it will show you the document that the student has uploaded as an assignment and which content he has copied from the internet. That content will be highlighted. So right now it is recording. Can you refresh the browser?
It's the option is right.
Yeah, here you can see the report, and the one highlighted in yellow is copied from the internet, and to the right of it, it shows the links from where it is copied. So these are the links from where the content has been copied. So you can know whether the content is copied from the internet or is it the original content, student written content. So we can use this Verisite plugin, and
it comes at the half of the cost of the retail.
Students have to just be enabled by the professor.
Yeah, it has to be enabled by the professor
For whatever assignment he wants to do.
Yes.
Or it is just fulfill and global event.
No. By default, assignment module will be there. If we enable verify mechanism, then it will detect if student has submitted the content which is from the internet, or it will detect and show that this much content is from the internet, and it will highlight that content. So, for example, this content is highlighted, so it is taken from the internet. So, rest of the content which is not highlighted, it will show in without highlight.
What help is there for students to know whether before submission?
Before submission. No, students cannot know. Students have to be told beforehand that any submissions you make will be checked against the internet. So
We can currently ask the provision
for checking before the student submission.
We will check.
Yeah, we check.
For creating exams and we have options called MCQ types and essay types and text-based questions also will be there. So for first thing, you need to register this exam only. So it will be registered as a student only initially. So once you register as a student, so you can share that link to us. So we will enable as a teacher too. So once you account will be active as a teacher, so you can create a exams through the online. First, we have there is options to create exams. So in this thing, there is the titles we have and subjects you can give. So there is a score-based assessment type will be there. It is for grading options. Okay. So then there is a maximum points you can decide. So whether it can be anything, like maybe 50 or 100, you can choose your maximum points. So there is an option called the student's computer lockdown. So it will lock down your system, so you cannot open any screens or any tabs or whatever it is. It will show till your exam has been ended.
What are the options available?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. So there is an option called it's a randomized order of questions will be there. So we can choose, and there is a order of alternatives will be there, and the test directions will be right and left directions. So for example, if I choose this randomized order of questions and alternatives, so it will be showed in right options. So this is a text-based questions, and single choice questions will be there, and multiple choice questions. So for example, if you choose a text-based or single choice, so then you can select a text-based questions. So you have to type the question title and that question shown to the students. What are the questions to be shown to the students, and the grading information. So initially you have to define what is the maximum points you have to define for the individual questions. So for example, if you give 30 points or whatever it is, so there is a maximum length word. So you can decide whether it is soft limit or hard limit or no limit. So you can, it's a text-based question, means there is a no limit for the words. So you can limit also. So once you add it, so then you can, you have to notes, you have to type it. So then you can save it. Yes, there is an option will be there. There is a hard limit and soft limit is there. You can specify it. For example, 100 words or 150 words, you can limit it. So once it is that exam has been created, so it will be coming to that in this format. So once you select this, so this is the questions which has been created. Okay. So you can schedule it. So once you schedule, it will ask that start time and date, everything. So whether once you created exam, there is an exam ID will be. So that exam ID you can share to the participants. So once they have to load that this BDXM app in the client machines. So once they have loaded that app machines, client machines in that app, so they have to type their roll number as well as their email address. So once they have registered in that application, so they can access directly with that examination ID. Okay, so once you schedule, it will be automatically scheduled. So these are the once it has been scheduled. So these are the links has been provided. So you can monitor at the time who are all writing the exams. So that time it will show whether the computer should be logged or not logged. Whether it can be we can view monitor online. So once that examination time, for example, 30 minutes you have selected. So you have to once the 30 minutes is over, you have to manually end the exam. So once that exam has been entered, so your grading will be automatically taken. So then you can publish to that who are all registered in that VG exam, they can automatically publish. So this is the only thing we have to end the exam manually. So before end the exam, so we have to monitor it. Who are all already there is an option called a rising hand. So once they have completed, they have to click that rising hand option. So we have to monitor it. So without raising hands who are all completed, you should not end the exam. If you end the exam, those who are all writing at the time before 30 minutes, if you unfortunately or end the exam, so you have to download the offline answer sheets for all the students who are all not already raised a hand. I mean, they have not completed. You have to download the offline questions. So once you download the offline answer sheets, so you have to import it for grading. So these are the features will be there, so you can use it. Yes, I will show you that. You can see.
This question is not
No, only this MCQ and this text.
This is a question you have to see. In this evaluation, you can get the answer, all the participants' answer at a time. So you can see the answer and compare and give the competitive marks.
So
that is how I asked in Moodle whether it is available.
So here you can see the grading options. So for example, if 10 or 15 students they have attended, so those who are all completed the exam completely, so it will come automatically for grading. So you can view that grading works. So the results will be there. So later you can download that grade sheet in Excel or whatever it is. Then after that you can publish also. So you can just select the publish results. So it will go to the screen. So you can select to that who are all already enrolled participate in the exam. It will automatically the results will go to the email. So you don't need to add that individually. So it will automatically go to that. So you can also see that in that download graded sheet in structure. So you can see also. So like this will come. So this is the students' roll numbers and final grades. So the questions numbers.
Yeah, all these can be accomplished in Moodle. Whatever features you have explained are there in Moodle.
Yeah.